along with Dwayne Shaw and Ron Wheeler. And tonight's first game features the hometown Salukis and the Flora Wolves.
Sponsors for tonight's game are A.J. Bowman Insurance Agency in Bridgeport, Bryan Lumber Company in Bridgeport, Gray's in Bridgeport, Moore Brothers Contractors in Bridgeport, Tracy Electric in Lawrenceville, Bridgeport Leader Newspaper, the Cool Agency in Lawrenceville, Wolf's Ileana Auto Sales in Bridgeport, Leo Lynn Enterprises north of Lawrenceville, Cable Construction in Bridgeport, Wabash Cablevision, and Worldwide Sound and Video Productions in Robinson.
Well, we're just ready for the national anthem here at Red Hill High School. Will be played a trumpet solo. It's a nice job by one of the Red Hill High School students. We're off to a good start. I said a trumpet solo. I didn't see the singer until she started, but she was out of sight and out of view of our camera, so I'm sorry that we didn't get a chance to get her on. It was a fine job of the national anthem. Now we're set to go with the starting lineups of tonight's ball game.
Visiting Flora Wolves entering this game with a 25-4 record, and regional winners at number 4, Brian Delaney, a 6'3" forward, at one spot, a 6'3" junior. Joel Pallas, a 6'1" junior. One guard, Steve Stringer, number 5'10", a senior. Other guard spot is number 41, Aaron Spicer, a 5'9" junior. And the center's number 54, Heath Harrell, a 6'3" senior. So they go 6'3", 6'1", 5'10", 5'9", and 6'3". Have one of the Spicer twins who was injured and not even in the scorebook tonight. I'm not sure just how much time he's been getting in lately, but that may be a factor in tonight's ball game. They play 2 seniors, 3 juniors. Fairly young ball club. Red Hill's not going to surprise you with their starting lineup. It's the same that we've seen all season long. Shearer, Stevens, Murray, Holloway, and Emmons. 5 seniors with a lot of floor time. Entering tonight's game with a 21-7 record. The winner of the Allen Regional, Justin Shearer, number 15, a 6-foot senior forward spot. Scott Murray, the other forward spot, a 6-foot senior. Number 21, 6'2" senior Bobby Stevens, one guard. The other guard would be number 33, Gary Emmons, a 5'10" senior. And D. Holloway in the middle, number 32, a 6'5" senior. So they go 6 foot, 6'2", 6 foot, 6'5", and 5'10". A little bit of a size advantage over Flora.
Well, Flora's used to playing against the bigger ball clubs. Earlier in the year, they knocked off Springfield Cavalry with the Robish boy at 6'9". And I guess Heath Harrell had quite a ball game. They held him to only 12 points during that ball game, so that was a big win for them against a much larger club.
I think they relied very heavily on the three-point basket. Well, the other Stringer or Spicer boy was playing, but I'm not sure how they'll approach it tonight. Probably the same man. I'm glad you made the first mistake with the trumpet solo for the national anthem, Jim, because the time I got through scratching my semi but almost not quite official score sheet, it looks like chicken's been on it.
Well, they're on the floor waiting for the officials now to do a little housekeeping along the side. Justin Shearer, one of the Red Hill seniors, come on very strong in the last couple of ball games over in the regional. Scored 18 points 2 nights in a row against Robinson and against Lawrenceville in the final, and against Alna. Had a real good ball game, and that Lawrenceville Red Hill final was a game to see. I'm sorry you missed that one, Shaw.
Had to be out of town. Couldn't help it.
Red Hill controls the tip. Bobby Stevens gives to Gary Emmons out front, and he'll set the offense for the Red Hill Salukis.
Who are the officials, Jim? I
don't
at the
know.
bench early, and I didn't get their names.
I don't have names either and don't recognize them, really. Emmons on the outside, looks for help. Shearer goes into Stevens, short jumper, and it goes in. The Salukis 2-0, just underway here in the first quarter at Red Hill Sectional Tournament. The Salukis and the Flora Wolves. A drive to the basket to miss was by Aaron Spicer. Down court in a hurry is Red Hill.
Flora in a man defense, but they pack it in the middle against Holloway every chance they get.
Good hustle on the part of the Flora Wolves. Red Hill maintains possession though. Emmons runs the offense out front. Stevens with the ball, or Scott Murray rather. Shearer from behind the three-point line won't go. Rebound Stevens, and a foul is going to be called underneath the basket. On the rebound.
Foul against Aaron Spicer, number 41.
It'll be Red Hill ball underneath their own basket. Scott Murray will toss it in. Shearer takes it, goes inside to Holloway. Pass was a little off. Duke couldn't handle it. It's out of bounds, and we'll give it to Flora. Red Hill leads it 2-0. Delaney with the ball. Knocked away by Stevens. A little question on an over back call by Joe Pallas there, but he maintained control. The Wolves have got it. Stringer with it out front.
Great
shot.
save.
There you go. Oh,
Emmons couldn't capture
couldn't
it.
hold on to it. Boy, that'd have been a picture play. Flora Wolves with the first substitution. Reagan comes into the ball game for Joel Pallas. Reagan.
6-foot senior, Clay Reagan. I didn't see who left the game.
Joe Pallas went
Pallas,
out. Flora trying to work inside to Heath Harrell. They managed to draw a foul. That'll go against Justin Shearer.
First personal foul for Red Hill.
Flora will bring it in underneath their own basket. Steve Stringer will toss it in from behind the three-point line. Got that one. Aaron Spicer with a big three. Scott Murray tries to equal it up. Rebound picked off by Flora's Aaron Spicer.
That one might have gone up a little bit quick. Flora was in the man press, and Red Hill's three players hadn't made it across the 10-second line yet.
Spicer, good pass inside, knocked away by Bobby Stevens, picked up by Emmons. He brings her right down the paint. Won't go. Rebound. Good follow-up by Emmons. They control the ball. Shearer's got it outside. Now Emmons and the Salukis will set it up. Murray says, I'll do it again. Got it this time. Scott Murray on the three. Red Hill 5, Flora Wolves 3. Stringer with the ball out front for Flora. Guarded closely by Shearer. We've got a foul away from the ball. And it's going to be called against Brian Delaney of the Flora Wolves.
Second Flora team foul. First on Delaney.
Flora shows a full court press here. Murray will toss it into Emmons. Red Hill gets the ball down, no problem. Emmons will set the offense. Holloway out front with it. Stevens looks inside, now drives to the key, kicks it back out to Shearer, around to Murray. Gary Emmons from the corner, got it. Whistle underneath. Let's see how we call it. Okay, just checking to wipe up the floor.
Basket's
count
good.
The basket.
It's a 3. And the official just went out of sight, and I have no idea who the foul's on.
Well, they started out, looked like 54. We'll see how.
And that couldn't have been 54 because Red Hill doesn't have a 54.
No, I thought he's calling against Harrell. But
no, it's Flora ball.
They wouldn't
so it had to be
retain
Red
the
Hill.
ball. Yeah. He's got it, the scoreboard, which I can't see. Okay, they called against Holloway. 32. We're kind of peeking around the corner here. Delaney with a shot. Controlled by Red Hill. Emmons brings it down. Knocked away by Stringer, and it's kicked out of bounds. Red Hill will retain possession. Shearer tries to quickly get it inside to Holloway. Good save by Emmons. Good hustle. There's quite a battle going on in the paint in there between Holloway and Harrell. Stolen away.
Holloway's got an inch or so in height, but
Clay Reagan.
Harold's got him by about 15 pounds, probably.
Yeah, and that's making a difference right now because he's able to shove D out of the way pretty easily. Stringer.
Nice
Under.
roll
Yeah,
from
good
Harrell.
play. Good play. Count the basket. We got a foul. Keith Harrell with the bucket.
Is that Emmons or Holloway?
I think Holloway looked like. I'll try to. I can't tell. That may have been.
I don't think they have it up here.
We'll count the basket. Harrell. I think it's the first foul on Emmons. I'll see one foul up there, and Holloway's already got one in it.
That's what we'll have.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll try to live with that. Scott Murray with the ball. Stevens out front. Gets it to Shearer. Emmons. Again, in the middle now. This time, Keith Harrell got caught. They're really battling it out in there, Holloway and Harrell. A lot of pushing and shoving. Coach Welch doesn't like the call at all. He says he stuck his rear end in there. But the foul goes against Harrell. Red Hill ball. That should be 2 on Harrell, I think.
I have 1.
Murray with the ball. Holloway way out front with it. Bobby Stevens drives the key. Good spin move. Puts it up. Ball for travel. I'm going to try to get this in. Tracy Electric is full-service electrical contractor who is licensed and insured. They also do heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Call Tracy Electric in Lawrenceville at 943-2243. And that's under the new rule if there's blood.
Right. Holloway's got a skinned elbow, and he's got to set out until they can get that stopped or covered up.
Okay, Justin Young will come in to take D's place until Holloway can get repaired. Flora with the ball. The score is 8-6 in favor of the Red Hill Salukis. Not anymore. Aaron Spicer tied it up. It's 8-all. We've got 2:40 to go here in the first quarter. Red Hill brings it down under pressure by the Wolves. Emmons with the ball. Now Murray looks inside, kicks it back out to Young. Shearer for three. Tipped away, controlled by Red Hill. Bobby Stevens outside of Emmons, in and out, won't go. Rebound, Stevens, won't go. One more time.
Underneath. What's going on Young, I think?
It's going to go against Young, maybe. Nope. Yeah.
2-3.
Yeah, 2-3. The Cool Agency is home of the high interest rate CD annuities. Contact Alton or Roger Cool for all of your insurance needs for home, automobile, and life insurance. That's the Cool Agency in Lawrenceville. Well, it's still tied up, 8-all. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Flora with the ball. A good pass inside, stolen off by Red Hill. Nobody was there. Emmons to Holloway. D drive, shoots, in and out. The Wolves down in a hurry. Spicer with the ball. Tries to go against Emmons, and he's going to be called for a blocking foul. Well, Spicer got Emmons leaning that time, went into him and drew the foul. That, let's see, we're still out of bounds. No.
That was 15 foul. I have 2 personal fouls for Gary Emmons.
Yeah, the board does too. For lunch or dinner, take the family out to Gray's in Bridgeport. They've got great steaks, catfish, chicken, and much more. Reservations are welcome Friday and Saturdays till 6 p.m. and later during the rest of the week. That's Gray's in Bridgeport. For reservations, give them a call at 945-9501.
Now they're making D. Holloway change jerseys.
Well, that'll give me a chance to talk about Moore Brothers Contractors. They do service on dozers and cranes, plus winch and tank trucks. That's Moore Brothers Contractors in Bridgeport, serving the entire area. Their phone number, 945-2851. That's Moore Brothers Contractors. Anybody else got to change clothes?
Yes.
Flora Wolves ball. Underneath their own basket, Aaron Spicer will toss it in. Gets it into Palace and back out front to Stringer. Steve will work it around the top. Gets it over to Palace again. Delaney. Knocked
Good
out of
hands
bounds
from
by
Holloway.
Holloway. Good defense. Stringer with it out front for the Wolves. All tied up here at 8-all. Almost stolen away. Holloway managed to get away without getting the foul call.
That was pretty close.
It was. Stringer works the ball for the Wolves. Now gives it off to Palace. Spicer from outside. Blocked by Stevens. That's twice he's done that, isn't it?
I think so. Somebody blocked one for him a while ago, but I'm not sure it was Stevens.
Harrell with it. Stringer works the ball. Goes inside to Harrell, knocked away by Stevens. Good defense by
Bobby Stevens.
Emmons with the ball. Coach Welch up off the bench, not happy with the play. Inside, knocked away. Good defense by Flora. Good hustle by Justin Shearer. Can't get it to fall. Jump ball. Possession arrow will give it back to Red Hill. You know, Holloway started out this way against Lawrenceville the other night. Couldn't get anything to fall in the first half. They'd roll in and roll out. But he stayed persistent, and they'll finally go in if you stay with it. Stevens drives against Spicer, kicks it back out and around the horn. Emmons with it out front. Scott Murray. Cross court to
10
Shearer.
seconds left.
Still tied up at 8-8. Not much scoring. Kind of a wild shot put up by Holloway. Spicer with the ball. Puts up the one at the buzzer. Won't go. Boy, a fast first quarter. Not much scoring. All tied up at 8-8. A lot of work to do here. 4 awards. trophies, and plaques, contact Leo Lynn Enterprises. Computerized engraving is done on-site in their store for fast and quality service. That's at Leo Lynn Enterprises, 3 miles north of Lawrenceville. Able Construction does general construction and remodeling plus home building. For your needs, call Able Construction in Bridgeport at 945-7200. That's Able Construction in Bridgeport.
Wolf's Ileana Auto Sales is proud of the success of the Red Hill Salukis and the fine job they've done. Wolf's Ileana Auto Sales is pleased to be a sponsor of tonight's game.
And Tracy Electric for your electrical and oil field work for residential, industrial, and commercial. Call Tracy Electric at 943-2243. Tracy Electric in Lawrenceville. Well, we're about set to go here with the second quarter, still all tied up at 8-all. The Flora Wolves will get possession. And they'll open up the quarter with Stringer with the ball. Rebound, Emmons. Red Hill down court to Holloway. Kicks it over to Scott Murray, and he couldn't hang on to it. Gave up on the ball. Flora ball.
It was a nice touch pass by Holloway. It just didn't quite work out right.
Spicer looks inside, gets it back over to Palace in front. Now Delaney with the ball. Looks for help. Goes to Harrell. Palace from behind the three-point line. Had a notion, wouldn't do it. Now they kick it around the horn again. Again, Joel Palace with the ball. Being guarded by Scott Murray. Gets rid of it to Delaney. Stringer. Being guarded by Scott Murray. And the 5-second call. He just forgot what he was doing, I think. The 5-second call, and that gives a turnover to Red Hill. Murray with it, looks inside. Now Emmons back out front. Scott goes to Stevens. Stevens falls, loses it out of bounds, but it was hit last by Joel Palace of Flora, so it'll be Red Hill ball yet. Murray with it, lobs it inside to Holloway. Well, we finally got one to fall. 10-8. That's a long dry spell for both teams. Red Hill on top now by 2. It's 10-8 here in the second quarter. Tipped away by Shearer, and he's going to be called for the foul.
I have 2 personal fouls for Shearer. 6-team foul, so we're going to get some bonus after this.
Flora's got it underneath their own basket. Steve Stringer will toss it in. Outside to Palace. Stringer in trouble. Gets it to Delaney. Won't fall. Rebound. Scott Murray. Down to Shearer, into Holloway. Knocked away. Stolen away by Flora.
Red Hill's played some super defense against it.
Harrell goes to the bucket, gets the drive and the layup.
Didn't get the foul. I thought there might be a foul there.
10-10 the score on the basket by Harrell. Stevens brings it down, gets to Shearer. Blocked by Harrell. Shearer gets it back. Stevens controls. Murray with it, into D. Harrell. Or D. Harrell, D. Holloway, and he's got the follow-up. Harrell and Holloway, I better keep them straight. 12-10, Red Hill by 2. Spicer to Stringer. Inside to Delaney on the turnaround jump. Brian Delaney, that's his first basket of the night. 12 all is the score. Red Hill with the ball. Gary Emmons out front with it. Scott Murray now. And Scott throws it away. Well, insurance is one thing you can't afford to be without, and that's why you should contact Burr Bowman and Terry Andrews at the A.J. Bowman Insurance Agency. They'll help you choose the right coverage for your needs. That's the A.J. Bowman Insurance Agency in Bridgeport. Well, you're watching Wabash Cablevision, and this broadcast is presented by Wabash Cablevision and Worldwide Sound and Video Production, reminding you to watch other events coming up in the future on this channel. And reminding you, if Red Hill wins, we're going to be with them Friday night. If they can keep in front of this one, it's all knotted up here, 12 all with 4:53 to go in the second quarter.
For lunch or dinner, take the family out to Gray's in Bridgeport. They have great steaks, catfish, chicken, and much more. Reservations are welcome Fridays and Saturdays to 6 p.m. and later during the rest of the week. That's at Gray's in Bridgeport at 945-9501.
And Tracy Electric is a full-service electrical contractor who is licensed and insured. They also do heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Call Tracy Electric in Lawrenceville at 943-2243. Tracy Electric. Well, Flora with the ball. Steve Stringer gets it to Spicer. He tries to drive against Gary Emmons, goes to the baseline, almost trapped away by Holloway, and Stevens comes over to pick it up. Good work. Bobby Stevens. Scott Murray. Back to Stevens. Good pass to Murray. Tries to put up the left-handed shot. Partially blocked, rebounded by Flora. Stringer with the ball. Gets it to Spicer from 3. Partially blocked, and the foul will be called against Gary Emmons.
Emmons got a piece of the ball, but he must have got a little arm along with it. And I have 3 fouls for Gary Emmons.
That'll be a 3-shot foul. From behind the 3-point line. So Aaron Spicer will go to the line to shoot 3 of them. The Cool Agency is home of the high interest rate CD annuities. Contact Alton or Roger Cool for all of your insurance needs. For home, automobile, and life insurance, that's the Cool Agency in Lawrenceville. The Bridgeport Leader newspaper has been serving Lawrence County and the surrounding area for over 4 generations. Follow the Leader for your local news. Well, Spicer's 1 out of 2. He gets another one. It's 13-12 now. Flora on top by 1. 4 minutes, 13 seconds left here in the first half. Spicer won't go. Rebound, Holloway.
Somebody had a flash camera right behind the basket and went off just as he released that ball. I don't think Coach Waltz is very happy about that.
Sitting around the first row down there, too. Inside, Bobby Stevens missed the shot. Rebound controlled by Flora. Carroll with it, gets to Stringer. Delaney from 3, won't fall. Stevens, Carroll with a rebound and the put back. Bobby was lucky he didn't get a foul that time. It's 15-12 now. Flora out in front by 3 points. Red Hill with it. Red Hill's getting the shots. They just can't get them to fall. Inside to Holloway. There he goes. D's hot. 15-14 now. Salukis only trailing by 1.
6 points for D. Holloway this quarter.
Stringer with the ball. He takes the shot from 3-point land. Won't work. Holloway. Let's see how they call it. Call is going to be against Joe Palace, I believe.
His first personal 4th team foul against Flora.
Full court pressure now by the Wolves. Red Hill ball. 3 minutes to go here in the first half. The Salukis trail it by 1. Shearer brings the ball down against Stringer. Gets it across to Scott Murray. Stevens with the ball. Now Justin Young. Foul is called against Steve Stringer. Justin Young back in the ball game for Gary Emmons. Gary takes a rest with 3 fouls here in the first half. Ball still out of bounds. Scott Murray will toss it in for the Salukis. Good play. Quick pass into Justin Young. He puts it in, no problem. (16-15) the score. Red Hill by 1. Harrell's got the ball. Loses it on the floor. Traveling violation. Turnover gives it back to Salukis. Moore Brothers Contractors does service work on dozers and cranes, plus winch and tank trucks. That's Moore Brothers Contractors in Bridgeport, serving the entire area. Give them a call at 945-2851. Salukis up by 1, 16-15. Stolen away by Flora. They play tough defense. Oh, down. Stevens picked it off.
He's got the quickest hands in the West.
Shearer with the ball. Watch Harrell and Holloway. They're really pushing off against each other. Holloway hanging on. He's got caught that time. He reached around, grabbed D right around the waist, and he got caught.
Kind of makes you wonder sometimes though why they decide to call something and they could call it all night long and all of a sudden do.
Well, they've been going at it for quite a while. Let's see. I got to get
both sides. There's been a lot of.
Is this Hurleman?
44 is Hurleman. Yes.
Okay, John Hurleman into the game for the Flora Wolves while Harrell takes a seat. Holloway got in and out. 17-15, 2-point lead now for Salukis. Flora brings it down. Stringer with the ball. Goes against Bobby Stevens, gives it up. Now Powlis with it. Pass underneath to Powlis, but a foul is called.
I think that was on Stevens. First personal, Bobby Stevens.
Joel will be at the line to shoot this 2-shot.
I think it was probably an active shooting, but
2-shot foul, yeah. If you'd like to show your spirit of your team or business, let Leo Lynn advertise it on any shirt, hat, or jacket. Contact Leo Lynn Enterprises 3 miles north of Lawrenceville for your silk screening and monogramming needs. That's Leo Lynn Enterprises. Red Hill still leads by 1, 17-16. They've got the ball. We're just almost about a minute 10. Here we go. Under a minute 10 to go in the first half. Holloway drives and lost it off his foot. Saves it. Anybody's ball. Flora's ball. Spicer.
Well, they got Holloway in the air and then went up for the shot. That was a good move.
I didn't notice it when Holloway changed jerseys. He changed numbers, didn't he?
Yeah. I have 2 personals on D. Holloway.
Spicer will be at the line. Now, how are they going to call that? 2 shots or 1 and 1? They're going to give him 2.
Yeah. He's 1 for 3 so far.
Able Construction does general construction and remodeling plus home building. For your needs, call Able Construction in Bridgeport at 945-7200. That's Able Construction in Bridgeport. got them both. That puts Flora up by 1. It's 18-17. We're at 50 seconds to go here in the first half. Full court pressure. Gets it across to Shearer. Scott Murray with it. And he looks it over a little bit. Gets it back out to Shearer. Red Hill kill a little time. 40 seconds. 18-17. Salukis trail up by 1. Shearer to Holloway. Scott Murray. Bobby Stevens for 3. Got it. Well, they didn't kill a lot of time. Stevens put it through, no doubt about that. 20-18. Salukis by 2. Spicer drives. Blocked by, oh, good move. Spicer had the shot blocked by Holloway. Justin Young almost made the save. Had his foot on the line.
Going to get a Tucker in the game for Holloway here and try to save that third foul. That was Holloway on the block a minute ago, I think, and that was close.
Kelly Tucker into the ball game for Red Hill now. Inside to Delaney. Out to Stringer. Missed the shot, rebound. Young. We're out of time. The shot will count if it goes, but it won't. Halftime. Red Hill Salukis 20. Flora Wolves 18. Try to draw a breath here. That's been a fast first half, but not much scoring. Wolf's Ileana Auto Sales is proud of the success of the Red Hill Salukis and the fine job they've done this year. Wolf's Ileana Auto Sales is pleased to be a sponsor of tonight's ball game. Insurance is one thing you can't afford to be without, and that's why you should contact Burr Bowman and Terry Andrews at the A.J. Bowman Insurance Agency. They'll help you choose the right coverage for your needs. That's the A.J. Bowman Insurance Agency in Bridgeport. And a faithful sponsor with the Red Hill Salukis this year has been Tracy Electric. For electrical and oil field work, for residential, industrial, and commercial, call Tracy Electric at 943-2243. That's Tracy Electric in Lawrenceville. Well, a foggy, cold night around the area. The snow's finally leaving the ground. But this is the time of year that you want to protect your home and think about protecting your home with a Custom Guard replacement window from Bryan Lumber Company in Bridgeport. The Custom Guard energy-saving window from Bryan Lumber Company offers easy-to-clean, never-paint protection. Ask about the Custom Guard replacement window. You'll find building materials, paneling, paint, and more at the Bryan Lumber Company in Bridgeport, Lawrence County's only lumber yard. Give them a call at 943-6112 or 945-2751. Bryan Lumber Company in Bridgeport. Well, you're watching Wabash Cablevision, and we hope you're enjoying tonight's ball game, the first game of the sectional tournament play here at Bridgeport. Other teams involved in the sectional, the Red Hill and Flora going tonight. Wednesday night we'll find Casey Westfield going against Newton, and the winner of the Casey Westfield and the winner of tonight will meet Friday night in the finals. If it's Red Hill, we'll be here.
Yes, I have some totals.
We'll just do them now.
20-18 ball game, very close for Flora. We've got, I said I had them ready. I've got 2 points for Delaney, 1 for Palace, 8 for Aaron Spicer, and 7 for Harold. So that's 18 points, yes. And they committed 16 fouls. We got 2 for Harrell, 1 for Aaron Spicer, 1 for Stringer, 1 for Palace, and 1 for Delaney. They were 5 from 8 from the free throw line. We've got for Red Hill 5 points for Stevens, 2 for Young, 3 for Murray, 7 points for D. Holloway, 3 for Gary Emmons. They were 1 for 2 from the free throw line, committed 19 fouls. We got Gary Emmons with 3, 2 for Holloway, 1 for Young, 1 for Stevens, and 2 for Scherer. And there's somebody standing up here who's been trying to keep rebounds and turnovers.
I'm going to give him Mike here in a minute, but I hate to see a coach come to a ball game and not work. We got Mike Henry, who helped us out the other night at the Olney Regional Finals, did a good job. He walked in tonight with his daughter, and we put him back to work again. You've been keeping some stats for us, Mike. Tell us what you got.
Okay, for rebound-wise, Red Hill has 11 rebounds, 5 offensive, 6 defensive. For Flora, 7 rebounds, 1 offensive, 6 defensive. Turnovers, Red Hill has 9, Flora has 9, so we're pretty even there. The lead has changed hands 7 times in the first half. And interesting thing, I thought probably when it came to the ball game there'd be a lot of three-point shots taken. Right now, Red Hill has taken 11, made 3. Flora's taken 7 and made 1. So, pretty interesting ball game so far.
Flora's taken about 4 more three-pointers that have been knocked back down by somebody, though.
Yeah, that's true. There's been some that's been blocked, too.
Okay, is this a little different than what you expected to see tonight? Or I'm like you, I expected to see several three-pointers.
Yeah, and I expected them to be more scoring than what there would be. I think both teams are scared to death. They just seem like to me that they're just both scared, and maybe this second half they're going to turn loose and relax and play.
A little different than what we saw the other night, wasn't it, when we had 43 points, I think, scored in the first quarter over at the Lawrenceville Red Hill game.
Yeah, it sure is. Still got some pressure, although Red Hill's not putting on as much pressure as they did over there, but consequently, both teams are playing good defense. I'm sure that's got a lot to do with the shots, and it's very physical, aggressive ball game.
Red Hill can still turn up the pressure on that defense. They really haven't pressed like they can, have they?
No, they can play a lot. They can put on more pressure on, that's for sure. They showed that over there in the fourth quarter the other night. They just tightened things up a little bit.
Do you happen to know how these two teams fared in head-to-head competition this year?
They split. One at Flora. I think Flora won pretty big, and I think here around 12 or 13 points, Red Hill.
Home and home situation, yeah.
67-54 or something like that, I think, here a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Well, I saw in the paper where Red Hill has something like a 26-game streak here at Red Hill High School, winning.
Yeah,
that's
sure.
kind of tough to beat.
It is. They're going to be tough to beat here. That's for sure.
It's something like 55-4 or something since Kendall's been here. The House of Pain, Joe Jones refers to it as. And boy, that's right. If you're a team coming in here, I can believe that. Mike, thanks for your help here in the first half. Keep the second half, and we'll talk to you, get the stats here after the ball game. We got second half action coming up, so don't go away.
Any surprises?
Well, we're about set to go here with the second half. It's 20-18. The Salukis lead it by 2. We were talking to Mike Henry, and you were talking about the rebounds, and as I remember, was it 9 and 9 on turnovers?
9 and 9 on turnovers. I very hurriedly scratched down here. 17 rebounds for Red Hill against 7 for Flora. I didn't think it was that big a discrepancy, but it might have been. 11 offensive boards for Red Hill and only 1 for Flora. That's a big difference.
Well, we've got the starting 5 for Salukis back out there. Gary Emmons back in there. Bobby Stevens, Scott Murray, Dee Holloway, and Justin Shearer. No changes, it looks like, in the Flora lineup as we start off with Stringer, Palace, Spicer, Delaney, and Harrell. Red Hill ball, they control it. We start the second half. Bobby Stevens has a notion, puts it up from 3, won't go. Rebound. Holloway, and he had 3 people on his back. Let's see who they give it to. '21, I believe, wasn't it, Stringer?
I hope.
Yeah, I think so.
We do have one change. We got Harrell is not in the game.
That's right.
Got
let's see,
Ehrleman
back in there. That's right. Harrell would, what, 3 or 4?
He had 2 fouls. I had him.
Surprised he's not starting with just 2. We may not have that right. Shearer blocked. Razzle for the ball. Stevens recovers the fumble. Possession will give it to Flora. (20-18). Just underway here in the third quarter. Salukis lead it by 2. Tipped out of bounds by Scott Murray. He thought that Flora touched it last, but it'll remain Flora ball there, and Spicer will toss it in. Delaney with the ball outside, puts up the jumper, 18-footer, it won't go. Rebound, Bobby Stevens. Red Hill down in a hurry. Emmons will set the offense now out front. Murray. Stevens. Shearer. Red Hill rotates around. Emmons. Holloway would like to take the shot. Had a notion, just couldn't do it. Scott Murray won't go. Rebound, Emmons.
Emmons pushed off. That's number 4.
He got caught. Well, Justin Young set to come back in the ball game now for Red Hill. I'm sure for Gary Emmons. There he comes.
Got Reagan in for Delaney for Flora.
Flora ball. Inside to Hurleman. Stevens tied him up. That ought to be possession Red Hill.
You put it on the floor where the little guys can reach it.
Stevens, you talk about quick hands. He's down there in a hurry. Murray will toss it in to Stevens. Full court pressure by Flora. Shearer has the ball out front now with Emmons on the bench. Stevens for 3. Won't go. And Young called for the foul on the rebound.
His second personal, second team foul.
Tracy Electric is a full-service electrical contractor who is licensed and insured. They also do heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Call Tracy Electric in Lawrenceville at 943-2243. Inside to Hurleman. He puts the shot up and got it. John Hurleman. That ties it up at 20 all.
I thought he got an extra half a step out of that move.
Full court pressure now, and he did drag his foot.
Yeah, he drug his foot there.
So we'll even up time. Scott Murray. Holloway. Red Hill playing a little sloppy right now. Stevens with the ball, gets it to Young inside to.
Nice,
oh, good
quick
move.
Holloway went to the left hand.
22-20. Red Hill by 2. Reagan with it. Spicer. Stringer. Inside to Hurleman, knocked away by Shearer. Knocked away by Stringer and out of bounds. Give it back to Flora. Hurleman gets the shot up, no good. Rebound picked off by Powell. Turnaround jumper, no good, and Holloway gets the rebound. Down in a hurry is the Salukis. Murray. Shearer will set the offense out front. Murray with the ball. Now Holloway. Holloway with it. Bobby Stevens drives the paint. Puts up the jumper. Got it. Drive left. Shoots with the right hand. Puts it through. With 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, it's 24-20. Red Hill up by 4. Stringer drives against Stevens. Now Spicer's got it. Passes outside to Powell. Joel gets it back out front. Reagan with the ball now. Red Hill's turned the pressure on a little bit here. Man-to-man defense. Kicks it back out. The three-pointer by Palace is short. A rebound back and long to Spicer. And we've got a pushing off foul called against the Flora Wolves.
First foul on Hurlman, the second team foul on Flora.
Stevens will bring the ball down. Justin Shearer with it out front now. And Murray looks underneath, kicks it back out to Holloway. Stevens drives back to Young. Now Stevens again. Scott Murray to Holloway. D rotating in and out. Again, we've got quite a battle going on between Holloway and Hurlman. Well, we'll check that one out. Called against
Spicer, I think.
I believe. 41, yeah.
His second, third team foul.
Scott Murray will toss it in. Gets it to Shearer. Holloway. Rebound, Reagan from Flora. He puts it up from three-point line. He's got it. Clay Reagan with a three-pointer. It's a one-point ball game now. Salukis 24, Flora 23.
He had his eye on that basket as soon as he crossed the 10-second line.
Murray with the ball, Shearer with it out front now. We've got right at 2:15 to go in the third quarter. One-point ball game. Red Hill on top, 24-23. Shearer won't go. Rebound. Spicer knocked away. Stevens drives. It rolls in. Bobby Stevens. Good work. 26-23. Salukis on top. 1:50 to go in the third quarter. Foul is going to go against
Murray,
Scott Murray.
His first, I have.
The Cool Agency is home of high interest rate CD annuities. Contact Alton or Roger Cool for all your insurance needs. For home, automobile, and life insurance, that's the Cool Agency in Lawrenceville. Stringer will work the ball out front for Flora. Now Reagan has it. Delaney. Stringer drives, kicks it to Spicer. They'd like to set Aaron up for the three-pointer. He takes a short jumper instead. Won't go. Bobby Stevens rebound. Down court, Holloway. Drives. Block. The foul is going to be called. Brian Delaney thought he had a good block.
The official was right there with the call, but
Coach Welch disagrees, but that's normal.
fourth team foul. The Bridgeport Leader newspaper has been serving Lawrence County and the surrounding areas for over 4 generations. Follow the Leader for local news.
For lunch or dinner, take the family out to Gray's in Bridgeport. They've got great steaks, catfish, chicken, and much more. Reservations are welcome on Friday and Saturday till 6 p.m. and later during the rest of the week. That's Gray's in Bridgeport at 945-9501. Won't fall. Rebound. Reagan. 27-23. Salukis on top now by 4 points. 1:15 to go in the third quarter. Spicer with the ball. Guarded by Holloway. Salukis in a man-to-man. D. Holloway, that's, I said, kind of a strange man-to-man. I was trying to watch.
Well, I think he got rubbed off on a switch.
Yeah.
Because they changed back. You know.
They've got Holloway playing Spicer most of the time, it looks like here. Stringer with it out front. Now they've switched defenses again. Right, a 1-3-1.
Right.
Basket. Good. Who shot it?
I think that was Spicer.
27-25. Salukis lead now is only 2 points. Murray gets it across the timeline. Sherrill set the offense. We're at about 25 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Red Hill with the ball. Holloway under 20. D with the shot, won't go, rebound, Shearer puts it back and in. Justin Shearer on the rebound and the bucket. 10 seconds, 29-25, a 4-point lead by Salukis. Stevens. Reagan drives and runs all over Bobby Stevens. The offensive foul is called. 1.8 seconds on the clock. We're not in bonus, are we?
No, that was the 15th foul.
Well, that'll take the shot away from Flora here as the third quarter ends. It's 29-25. It'll be Red Hill ball out of bounds. Got to get it in. Got it to Stevens. He baseballs it to the other end. Oh, got the backboard. After 3 quarters, Salukis 29, the Flora Wolves 25. Moore Brothers Contractors does service on dozers and cranes plus winch and tank trucks. That's Moore Brothers Contractors in Bridgeport, serving the entire area. Give them a call at 945-2851. Moore Brothers Contractors. Leo Lynn Enterprises, north of Lawrenceville, is proud of all the kids in Lawrence County, especially the Red Hill Salukis as they journey toward the championship. Leo Lynn Enterprises backs all Lawrence County schools. And Able Construction does general construction and remodeling, plus home building. For your needs, call Able Construction in Bridgeport, 945-7200. Well, you're watching Wabash Cablevision. After 3 quarters of play here at the sectional tournament play in Bridgeport, it's the Salukis 29, the Flora Wolves 25.
Don't forget to call Tracy Electric for electrical and oil field work. Residential, industrial, and commercial. Call Tracy Electric at 943-2243. That's Tracy Electric in Lawrenceville.
Well, the final quarter. Flora in possession. Delaney with it out front, gets it to Reagan. Keith Harrell back in the ballgame for the Wolves with 4 fouls. Almost stolen away. Harrell makes his presence known with a bucket. 29-27, a 2-point game. Salukis lead it by 2. Full court pressure by Flora.
I only have Harrell for 2 fouls. I'm not sure why he sat out the whole third quarter, but
I think I said 4. I was thinking 4 because he had set out, but I really don't know. We can't see the scoreboard from where we are to be sure of the totals here. Red Hill ball. Bobby Stevens with it. Now here, Holloway out front. Scott Murray. Young with a shot. In and out, won't go. Well, Flora with a chance to tie it up here or go ahead. In and out, rebound. Flora knocked away, and a foul is going to be called. Harrell drew the foul.
I think it's going against Young, but no. Yes.
Bobby Stevens.
Okay. His second. 4th team foul. Harrell at the line for 2.
Well, looks like
Are you changing your mind now?
no, I was trying to watch and see if I could change the board, but I think you're right, too. Keith Harrell makes the first one, 1-point ball game now, a chance to tie it. Off the rim. Still a 1-point game. Rebound, Red Hill. Bobby Stevens controls. Gets it to D. Holloway. Now Bobby will take it across the line. 29-28. Murray. Stevens. Holloway. D off the glass. Good shot. D. Holloway. 31-28. 3-point lead now by the Salukis.
12 points for D. Holloway.
Stringer with the ball, looks inside, gives it back to Reagan. Reagan tries three, won't go. Rebound by Spicer, knocked away by Stevens, picked up by Shearer.
That was right in front of Coach Welch, and he didn't like it at all.
He didn't like it at all, no. Spicer is a little unhappy. He's had a tough night. Bobby Stevens looks around, gives to Holloway. Now Shearer. Young. Scott Murray thought about it. Holloway. And Shearer. Murray says, I will. Got it. Scott Murray for three. Big three. 34-28, and that stretches the lead out to 6. Probably the biggest lead of the night. The drive by Stringer won't go. Rebound. Jump ball call. Bobby Stevens. One up with Stringer. Possession arrow gives it to Red Hill. Wolf's Ileana Auto Sales is proud of the success of Red Hill Salukis and the fine job that they've done. Wolf's Ileana Auto Sales is pleased to be a sponsor of tonight's ball game. D. Holloway, little short. Rebound Delaney for Flora. They come back in a hurry. We're right at 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Inside to Harrell, doesn't go. Rebound controlled by Justin Young. 6'4" senior in the ball game. Does a good job in there. D. Holloway won't fall. Rebound is going to be called against Flora Wolves, and that may be Keith Harrell. See if I can pick up a number here.
I have 3.
They've got 4.
They've got 4?
They've got 4. Well, we'll draw a deep breath here, and we'll talk about insurance, and that's something you can't afford to be without. That's why you should contact Burr Bowman and Terry Andrews at the A.J. Bowman Insurance Agency. They'll help you choose the right coverage for your needs. That's at the A.J. Bowman Insurance Agency in Bridgeport.
The Cool Agency is home of the high interest rate CD annuities. Contact Alton or Roger Cool for all your insurance needs. Home, automobile, and life insurance. That's a Cool Agency on Wall Street.
.28, 4:45 on the clock left to go in this sectional ball game here at Red Hill. The Salukis lead it by 6. For lunch or dinner, take the family out to Gray's in Bridgeport. They've got great steaks, catfish, chicken, and much more. Reservations are welcome on Fridays and Saturdays till 6 p.m. and later during the rest of the week. That's at Gray's in Bridgeport. For reservations, give them a call at 945-9501. Red Hill ball out of bounds. Scott Murray will toss it in, gets it into Shearer. Gary Emmons back in the ball game. Boy, they left the lane open for him for a second. Well, Salukis can kill some time here. They lead it by 6. Holloway tripped as he crossed the lane, looked for a foul, but no whistle. Keith Harrell on him with playing with 4 fouls. Holloway out front with the ball. Now Shearer. Gary Emmons. Murray. Well, we're at 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Red Hill with possession. They lead it by 6, 34-28. Almost stolen away by Spicer. Red Hill spreads it out. Stevens and Murray play catch. Scott tries a 3, a little short. Rebound by Aaron Spicer. Nobody there. 3:30 on the clock. Stringer with the ball.
Double screen.
Whoops. Well, the pass inside to Harrell, and the foul is going to be called against Murray.
That's a 15 foul, so they still got a foul to give yet.
The Bridgeport Leader newspaper has been serving Lawrence County and the surrounding areas for over 4 generations. Follow the Leader for the local news. Walked away again. That's about the 3rd time tonight Spicer's had a shot blocked. There's a 3-pointer, though, by Steve Stringer. Big 3, and that cuts the lead in half. Red Hill 34, Flora 31 here. We're right at 3 minutes to go in the ball game.
Stringer's been quiet all night. That's his first score.
Red Hill with the ball. They lead it by 3. Under 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Stevens cross court to Emmons. Back around to Murray. They'd like to get it inside to Holloway. Harrell's on him, playing with 4 fouls. Be a good free throw shooter. And they'd like to get Harrell out of the ball game.
Well, Red Hill took about a minute and a half off the clock the last possession, and they're going to try it again this time.
Flora only 1 possession away from the tie of the score, though. And the foul.
They're in bonus, too.
Steve Stringer is called with a foul. Let's see.
Stevens at the line.
Will they go to the line? Yes,
Yeah.
they will, won't they? Okay. Well, go ahead.
Tracy Electric is a full-service electrical contractor who is licensed and insured. They also do heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Call Tracy Electric in Lawrenceville at 943-2243.
Moore Brothers Contractors does service on dozers and cranes, plus winch and tank truck. That's Moore Brothers Contractors in Bridgeport, serving the entire area. Let me try that again. Moore Brothers Contractors in Bridgeport.
For your silk screening and monogramming needs, call Leo Lynn Enterprises. They'll advertise your team or business on any shirt, hat, or jacket. Call Leo Lynn Enterprises, 943-3945, located 2 miles north of Lawrenceville. Make that 3 miles north of Lawrenceville.
Right along the road on the west side. Well, Tracy Electric has been a faithful sponsor with us here this year, following the Red Hill Salukis and the Lawrenceville Indians. Tracy Electric is a full-service electrical contractor who is licensed and insured. They also do heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Call Tracy Electric in Lawrenceville at 943-2243. 2:19 on the clock. It's 34-31. Red Hill Salukis out in front, and Bobby Stevens is at the line. He'd like to stretch that lead to 5. Well, he got one of them. 35-31. You realize if Red Hill can hang on for 2 minutes and 19 seconds, we'll be back down here Friday night. Got them both, 36-31. A 5-point lead now for the Salukis.
Stevens in double figures now with 11.
Stringer with the ball. Now Harrell gets it to Spicer. Aaron takes it to the paint, tries to draw the foul. Gets his own rebound. Good hustle, missed them both, though.
I think Spicer's a little gunny out front now. He's looking for somebody to block it.
Well, Red Hill across the line. We're under 2 minutes now. 36-31, 5-point lead by the Salukis. Scott Murray works the ball. Red Hill's going to play a little keep away. And the foul is called on Stringer, and that's what they're going to have to do to get the ball back, is foul him. 1:40 on the clock. Well, you're watching Wabash Cablevision. We hope you're enjoying tonight's ball game, one of the many community efforts by Wabash Cablevision, showing some of the community activities. They've been covering Lawrenceville Red Hill basketball this winter. We hope you've enjoyed what they've done. Gary Emmons on the free throw. There's one of them, 37-31. Missed that one. Rebound. Holloway puts it back. That's insurance. 39-31. D. Holloway, and he's fouled on the shot. And with 1:39 on the clock, 39-31 the score, and that's getting some people up off their seats and ready to leave. Holloway will be at the line to try to convert a three-point play. He can put the Salukis out in front by 9 points here. We've got Clay Reagan back in the game for Flora.
Carroll fouls out with 10 points.
Wolf's Ileana Auto Sales is proud of the success of the Red Hill Salukis and the fine job they've done. Wolf's Ileana Auto Sales is pleased to be a sponsor of tonight's ball game.
Boy, barring something really strange and unforeseen, Red Hill ought to have this locked up.
Reagan with the ball. Red Hill doesn't need to do anything foolish, and Stevens just drew a blocking foul. 1:27 left to go, and I tell you, 9 points, 3 possessions, 1:27. And when they're in bonus. No, they're not. They're out of bounds yet.
That was their 16th foul. They'll be in bonus from now on.
Don't let them score when the clock's not running. Flora with the ball. Powlis with it. Stringer drives the baseline, puts up the shot, missed it, but tries to draw the foul again, and Stevens will be called for it again. Well, they only got 7 seconds off the clock on that, too.
Stringer at the line shooting 2.
.32, an 8-point ball game. 1:20 to go. It's not over. No basket, a lane violation. No basket.
Official measured it out for Coach Wells.
40-32, 8-point lead by Salukis. Stevens with the ball, looks for help, gets it to Emmons. Across the timeline, down deep to Scott Murray. Red Hill under control right now. Emmons with it out front. Salukis with an 8-point lead, 1:05 to go in the ball game.
Foul on Reagan, his second. They had to stop the clock. They had no choice.
And it's a 1 in bonus for Scott Murray.
Murray at the line. He has not attempted a free throw yet tonight. Up there with 6 points.
Insurance is one thing you can't afford to be without, and that's why you should contact Burr Bowman and Terry Andrews at the A.J. Bowman Insurance Agency. They'll help you choose the right coverage for your needs. That's the A.J. Bowman Insurance Agency in Bridgeport.
Able Construction does general construction, remodeling, plus home building. For your needs, call Able Construction in Bridgeport at 945-7200.
Got them both. Now we're a 10-point lead. 1 minute to go in the ballgame. Partially blocked, and Holloway called for the foul. He says no way.
You kind of have to agree with him.
He went way up in the air to get a piece of that ball.
But that was clean.
Well, that'll be a 3-point foul shot there. That's still... With a 10-point lead, you don't want to give them 3 when the clock's not running. It's just 2 possessions. Got one of them.
Yeah, he looks pretty comfortable.
Yeah, Brian Delaney, a 6'3" junior, he'll be back next year. He's played the whole ball game. Well, he's got 2 for 2 now. It's 42-34. We got 58.3 seconds on the clock. He can cut the lead to 7. That's not good. He just did. Red Hill ball.
Well, I hope that basket, that free throw that Flora lost for the lane violation a minute ago is not critical. Hate to see him lose that way.
I do too. They didn't get quite 3 seconds off the clock on it before they fouled. Stringer.
I didn't catch it. 21. Was that him? If it is, I have him for 5.
I don't think that was right. Let's try. I can't read the clock. It may have been Reagan. Shearer missed the free throw. Rebound, Flora. They come down in a hurry. If you've got a wide open and Holloway. No.
Or Stevens.
49 seconds even. It's a 7-point ball game.
Is that Stevens? 4.
Stevens with a foul.
No, they got him for 5. Well,
That's
okay.
You know, that hurts. We've got a 7-point ball game. 49 seconds on the clock. Flora has a chance now to cut that lead to 5. Stevens is out of the ball game. He's the quick hands ball handler, the go-to guy here.
Fouled out with 11 points.
Justin Young back in the game.
Here we got Stringer at the line.
Stringer at the line. He'll shoot a pair, or one in bonus. But a chance to cut into this lead here, and I don't like this. He got one.
Well, he's the one that had the one wiped out from the lane violation the second quarter.
42-36, a 6-point lead. This can cut to 5. There's a lot of time left, 49 seconds. Well, got them both. Well, Red Hill at one time up by 10. Now only by 5, 41 seconds. They're not getting, it seems like ought to be more time off than that. It was 49, now it's 41. They just barely got 7 seconds off the clock. Scott Murray will be at the line. He'll shoot a 1 in bonus.
2 for 2 going into this attempt.
Got one. All right, big basket. That takes it to 3 to 6 points, 43-37. Seven-point lead, 44-37. 40 seconds to go. 4-3, Stringer, no good, rebound. Delaney puts it back, no good, rebound. Spicer can't hang on to it, he puts it back, it's good. Nobody fouls, 44-37, timeout called by Flora. 27.3 on the clock, a 5-point lead by Salukis. It'll be their ball when they come back from the timeout. Call Tracy Electric for electrical and oil field work for residential, industrial, and commercial. Call Tracy Electric at 943-2243. That's Tracy Electric in Lawrenceville. Well, you're watching Wabash Cablevision, and I hesitate to even mention it right now. I'm afraid I'm going to jinx somebody, but if Red Hill wins, we'll broadcast the next sectional game this Friday night here at Red Hill High School. And if Red Hill keeps winning, we're going to keep covering them at least through super sectional play. We can't go to Champaign, but we can sure go to Charleston. Salukis with a 5-point lead, 44-39. They've got 27.3 seconds to go to hang on to that 5-point lead. They've got it inbounds. They got 2 seconds off the clock. Delaney fouls Murray. Let's see, 2 for 3, 3 for 4.
4 for 4.
4 for 4.
I'd like to correct you a little bit. If they go to Champaign, we can go to Champaign. We just can't work the game, that's all.
We can work Basota. Got it. I tell you, Scott Murray cool at the line at crunch time.
5 for 5 up there right now.
Big free throws, a 6-point lead, 45-39. He can put it back to 7. He does. 25 seconds on the clock. 7-point lead for the Salukis. Flora down. Stringer in and out. Rebound. Young. Big rebound. He's fouled by Spicer, and we're down to 15 seconds.
Well, we'll never know just how big a factor Flora losing the other Spicer boy has been tonight. They made a ball game out of it. There's no doubt about that. But
well,
it might have been a different outcome. You never know.
It very well could be, and I'm sure it was a big loss for Flora. The two teams on the year have split, each one at home. Red Hill, I think, surely has the advantage here on the home court tonight against Flora. It's tough to beat them twice at home. We're under 10. Flora can't get a shot away. There's off, no good. We're at 2. Red Hill went all over. We're out of time. Red Hill Salukis, a sectional win here in Red Hill, 46-39 over the Flora Wolves. Well, if you have reels of old movie film, now you can have your film transferred to VHS or beta videotape by Ron Wheeler. Your film will be transferred with the latest industrial equipment to get the best quality possible. Just call Ron Wheeler at Worldwide Sound and Video Productions in Robinson at 544-7898. That's Ron Wheeler at 544-7898. 46-39. Write that score down. That's a sectional win for the Red Hill Salukis here tonight over the Flora Wolves. That puts them in the finals Friday night against whoever wins tomorrow night, Casey Westfield or Newton. And that should be a real ball game. Casey with two of the top scorers in the state in the Rodriguez and Justice. I better look at my sheet here. About forgot their names. And Newton, sort of a sleeper coming out of the tournament, beating Teotopoulos in the regional to make their way to sectional play here at Red Hill. Tonight's ball game has been brought to you by a host of good sponsors. The A.J. Bowman Insurance Agency in Bridgeport, Bryan Lumber Company in Bridgeport, Gray's Restaurant in Bridgeport, Moore Brothers Contractors in Bridgeport, Tracy Electric in Lawrenceville, the Bridgeport Leader newspaper, the Cool Agency in Lawrenceville, Wolf's Ileana Auto Sales in Bridgeport, Leo Lynn Enterprises north of Lawrenceville, Able Construction in Bridgeport, and Wabash Cablevision and Worldwide Sound and Video Production. This game is presented by Wabash Cablevision and Worldwide Sound and Video Production, and the game is copyrighted 1993 by Worldwide Sound and Video Productions. No portion of this program can be reproduced or duplicated in any form, and copies of this program can be obtained by contacting Ron Wheeler at Worldwide Sound and Video Productions in Robinson at 544-7898. Here, you can have that.
And he actually looked me in the face and said, well, what do you expect? You want to live forever? Ooh. No, I said, I don't want to live forever. Well, why?
Yes, I think will make a difference between the Newton inside game.
Yeah, I think so. D. Holloway is going to be a load for Newton to handle. The Justice boy from Casey Westfield did a nice job. He was kind of slow in the second half. He came on, scored 19. I think D is a little quicker, maybe a little better player than him, and it's going to give Newton problems.
Over in the other sectional tonight, Litchfield goes against Staunton. The winner of that team will see the winner of the teams here tonight up at Charleston in Super Sectional. Do you know anything about those two boys?
Not really. I know a lot of people were high on St. Elmo, but Staunton beat them. It's kind of a consensus that whoever comes out of here could very well be playing for no less than third place in state tournament.
I'm glad you said that. I agree with that. Joe, I look forward to a good ball game tonight. I appreciate you taking a few minutes to talk to us before game time here. Hopefully we'll see a winner, and hopefully we'll see each other at Charleston next Tuesday night.
Hopefully so, and like I said, it's always a pleasure to be here with you guys.
Okay, thanks a lot, Joe. We'll be back with the starting lineups and the beginning of tonight's sectional game in just a second. Well, it's countdown time here at the sectional finals in Bridgeport, the Newton Eagles and the Red Hill Salukis. Dwayne, before the ball game, we were talking to Joe Jones, and one of the things that I was going to mention is that they don't want to send Newton to the free throw line. They shoot very well from the line.
Well, I didn't see the game against Casey the other night, but I listened to the last 2 or 3 minutes, and it sounded like that was the case.
They were like 14 out of 15 when it got down to crunch time, 12 to 12. And these guys know what to do when they get there at the free throw line. Now our national anthem.